Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Kristen and this is Growing Zone 9B. Alright, so we just got finished making the candied jalapenos or cowboy jalapenos, depending on how you want to say that. You can see that they've completely separated, like majorly. I've got a lot of juice and the jalapenos are at the top. So what I'm going to do is I actually am going to throw some onions in there. I'm just going to put it on the mandala and fill that up so that way there's some onions and some jalapenos. But I have some green tomatoes. Mostly I just washed them. You can see water dripping out of them. So there they are. So I actually have some that are still kind of red a little bit. So I got a jar. And I'm just gonna quickly do some pickled tomatoes. I keep popping the drawer on the dishwasher. So these little ones I'm gonna cut. So that's what you need to do, is you just need to sit here and cut them. I'm sure this jar is too big for what I'm doing. But I'm going to throw these in here that are really still kind of hard, and they haven't really, they've turned, but they've not turned. So that's up to you. If you have enough green tomatoes, then you do you. But I like to make them slicer size, so especially on the little bit bigger ones, so that way if people want to put them on a burger or something, or a sandwich or a salad, then it's just more bite-sized. And I like that because I just think they're just easier to consume, and the beautiful pickling juice gets everywhere. So, and my parents are getting ready to go to Georgia with my nephews to see my aunt who lives in Georgia. So I thought, my parents have been loving the tomatoes, which I've had so many this year, as you guys know. Some years I have literally not gotten one tomato, and this year has just been a blessing of tomatoes, so I'm grateful for that. Always take your blessings where you can get them. And so I am going to ship this out with them so that they have a nice little snack treat while they are on the road. And probably what I'll do for now is I will stick it in this glass jar, but before they take it, I'll probably just put it in a plastic container for them, so that way they don't have to feel like they gotta bring back my glass jar right away. Although sometimes my glass jars just go away and never come back at all, so so there's that. But pickling is a really nice way of just preserving your food harvest. Like I said, I'm trying to be much more vigilant about that. I actually have a papaya in the fridge that I need to store in the freezer. That's one of the things I'm going to send with my parents and the kids, is a big bag of frozen papaya, because that's a good, nice little healthy snack that my nephews will eat on. They will enjoy that for sure. They can put it and make a smoothie, or they can make a little breakfast bowl, or it's just nice to have some fruit. They don't have a lot of space in their RV as far as the refrigerator section goes, but yeah, I mean, you can see the jars getting really beautiful, just different colors. Like I said, I'm really trying to keep it to the ones that aren't as ripe, because if you get them like super ripe, then they'll be squishy and mushy, and they won't actually turn out right. They won't pickle correctly. And this is just a refrigerator pickle. This is not for long-term storage. Like I said, I just didn't have that many green ones, because I didn't pick them when they were green. But I've been trying to clean the beds and get them ready for the winter, so to speak, so that way we can do our winter growing. So I've been prepping those beds. All right, so I'm just gonna continue. I don't even know if you guys have been watching me. So I'm just gonna continue cutting the tomatoes. And as soon as we are ready to get our pickling juice ready, I will bring you guys over there. I am gonna tell you this, that you're gonna need white vinegar. You're gonna need some salt. We're gonna need a little bit of sugar. If you have dill, you can do dill. I'm gonna throw some garlic cubes, little garlic cloves in here. I should probably go get them now and throw them in. But yeah, I actually like to throw a little bit of smoked paprika as far as flavoring goes. I think that makes for like a nice flavor in my pickled food. So that's what we're gonna get started with, and I'll bring you guys over to the stove as soon as I'm finished cutting everything. All right, friends, so I have my jar of beautiful, these are pretty, right? Beautiful tomatoes, green tomatoes, and I threw some onion on top just to kind of keep it a little bit weighted. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need 1 cup of hot water. I just went over to the Zephyr Hills water and just used that water. All right, then we need 1 cup of white vinegar. This is the vinegar that I'm gonna use. So 1 cup of that. All right, so we're gonna need, you can put a bay leaf in here. Go ahead and throw that in. You're gonna need 1 teaspoon of salt, which I don't measure, because this is just gonna be in the refrigerator. All right, we need 1 teaspoon of sugar. Actually, no, hold on. Yeah, 1 teaspoon of sugar, which I'm gonna use about a tablespoon, because I want the kids to actually eat it, and they're not really into the whole vinegary thing. All right, and then in your jar, you need to put 2 cloves of garlic and some dill if you have it. All right, so I'm gonna put 3 cloves. I just pulled them out of the freezer. They'll be fine, because like I said, I'm just making a refrigerator recipe. And it's that simple. You can add some, like I said, you can add some paprika. You can add any spice that you really like in your food. You can add it. You can add some parsley. Like I have a little bit of parsley. I'll probably add some parsley. I'll just sprinkle it in now. I would say I just used a solid teaspoon of parsley. If you like coriander, which, yeah, I did about a teaspoon of coriander in there. And, ooh, some oregano. I did about a teaspoon of oregano. If you really wanted to, you could also add a little bit of ginger in there. So basically you're just gonna bring the water and the vinegar to a boil with the bay leaf, and then you're just gonna pour it in, and then like I said, let it cool down. You could put a fermenting top on it if you wanted to, just to make sure that the heat and stuff can get out of it and there's no gases that build up. I'm just gonna actually put a lid on it and just let it like kind of just till it cools down before I go to bed, and I'll put it in the refrigerator at that time. But super simple, super easy. I'm trying to find things that we can just store and put up, even if that means that we need a refrigerator to do it. because like I said, I just had this one jar and I really just didn't want to make a big fuss over it for just one container that I'm honestly going to give to my parents, and they can take up to Georgia with them and have like a nice little snack that they normally wouldn't have. So super simple, super easy. Bring this to a boil, pour it in, and voila, you are done, my friends. So there you go. There's your recipe for today. As always, love one another, be kind, and I will see you guys in my next video.